Welcome back to Alpine Garage Sports. It is the eve before USC. See you at Folsom Field. I cannot wait. In fact, I've got all my gear charging right now. I'll be there at dark 30 in the morning so that I can get the line going into Fair and Field and see what the kids are up to. And you know, there's going to be all kinds of craziness in the morning like there always is when they have a big noon kickoff or ESPN there. And then, you know, there's tons of tailgates and, you know, we have the Buff Walk and all kinds of stuff going on. So it's going to be a big time. This video is going to tell you kind of a timeline of how things are going to happen tomorrow. If you're coming to the game, you're going to get a lot of information on parking and stuff like that. If you're watching the game, then you get some information from me as to what I'm going to bring you in the morning, so that you can be entertained before the football game, and that's where we're going to go. So first of all, tomorrow, obviously the game is the big noon kickoff on Fox, so you get to see it on your normal Fox channel. The way that this works on the University of Colorado campus is, at 6 a.m. the parking lots are going to open. Now, a little bit of a tip here. If you go to the Regent parking garage, which is on the very east end of the campus, right when you come in on Colorado, you turn onto Regent, and there's a parking lot, or a parking garage there called Regent Parking Garage. That's open all the time. So you can go and you can park there a little bit early if you wanted to get a big jump on everybody, because there's going to be a line getting in a Fair and Field because they're going to be giving away a bunch of stuff, which we'll go into here in a second. But all the rest of the lots are blocked off until 6 a.m. And then at that point you can go in. Parking lots are $30 and it's text to pay when you get there. Or if you have a parking pass, obviously you know where to park because you have a parking pass. I will be getting there probably, I don't know, 4 o'clock in the morning, something like that, just so that I can be there, kind of get some interviews with some of the students that are lining up to get into Farrand, and then basically just hang out. But that's 6 a.m. parking lot opens. All right, so for the big noon kickoff, the fan pit opens at 6 a.m. They're going to be giving away cowboy hats, and they're going to be giving away t-shirts, and they're going to give away a bunch of stuff. You can also sign up for some giveaways like PlayStations and stuff like that as well. They're going to have gift cards up to $500, and there's a whole lot to draw people in, because obviously with a big show like that, they want a big audience and they want people to go crazy. And Fox Big Noon Kickoff does it like nobody. I mean, they really do. I'm going to do a video on ESPN versus Fox Big Noon and the fan experience, because I was at both. The Fox Big Noon Kickoff's just like a party. So I'm going to be there for that early in the morning. Hopefully see a line, hopefully get some interviews in line, that kind of thing. At 7 a.m. the pregame tailgate party happens at Fox Big Noon Kickoff. And then at 8 o'clock, Fox Big Noon Kickoff kicks off, right? And this is all mountain time. So add an hour or 2 hours, or subtract an hour depending on where you're at. That's all on Fair and Field, which is right down here, and I'll show a graphic of it. It's just directly south of Folsom Field. As you're walking south from Folsom Field, from the actual dead south entrance of Folsom Field, you're going to run into the CU Fan Fest on the right-hand side as you're walking down. And then just past that is Fair and Field, and Fair and Field is going to be basically you run right into it. So you can do all of that tailgating right there if you want to. Now the Fan Fest, which is the CU Fan Fest, is going to open at 7 a.m. There's going to be a lot of stuff there. They're going to be doing giveaways there as well. There's going to be a pregame show with Mark Johnson there. They're going to have food trucks. The Kids Zone is there. And so those are the two big activities. Now you also have on Franklin Field, you also have right, or just to the east side of the stadium there, which is basically the outside practice field that you see, is going to be the big tailgates. And that's where all of the big tailgates that wrap around Franklin Field are. And that's also where the Buff Walk is going to be. And the Buff Walk is going to be at 7:30 in the morning. So know that at 7:30 Mountain Time, okay, so 8:30 Central, 9:30 Eastern, I'm going to go live with the Buff Walk. We're going to see our guys walking in and getting them coming in. Hopefully the families will be there like they have in the past. We'll get some good interviews with some of the families there as well. And that's going to be at exactly 7:30 in the morning Mountain Time. So watch for my live on that. And then at 8 a.m. the gates open for Folsom Field, which is typical, 2 hours early. And then at 10 o'clock, Ralphie runs at 10 a.m., which is noon Eastern Time. And then the game starts at 10:05. We're going to kick off at 10:05, and we're going to go right at USC's throat, right here. Now tomorrow, Buffs wear white, so we're supposed to wear white to the game. I don't have a lot of Buff white, I'll be honest with you. But I'm going to come up with something tomorrow. If I have to run by Student Center or over at the field house in order to get a piece of white, then I will. But we're supposed to wear white tomorrow to the game. It's going to be a whiteout. It's going to be like the blizzard. We're going to call it the Colorado Blizzard. We're bringing the Blizzard to USC. And then as soon as I'm in the stadium, I'm going to go live in the stadium as well. I'm going to be sitting similar to where I did last time, which gets me good cell reception. And I'll get you kind of all the pregame activities there before the kickoff happens. And at that point, I'm going to turn it over to Fox and I'm just going to enjoy the game. Interestingly enough, for this game, they're really cracking down on the student section. And I really want to interview my daughter because she had a very poor experience in the student section when she was there at the last game. Obviously, CU heard this cry and they are going to lock it down this time, and it should be a much better experience for the students that are going to be in those sections as well. So this is going to be a great game. Can't wait to see Snoop Dogg and Will Ferrell and those guys. I want to have an old school, the movie Old School. I want to have an old school reunion with those two guys and go streaking through the quad. So we'll see what happens. That is a wrap from Alpine Garage Sports. That is what you need to know on game day. We will see you in the next video. And if you haven't already heard, we here.